to make more money actually hindering your success in your business? Because I know it did that for me. When I started out my business, I had so much pressure to make money. I was under pressure because I no longer had my full-time job very quickly because I was a victim of harassment. I was in deep depression, and coming out of that depression, I started my business, but I had already left my job. So our family income had been cut in half. So I started my business from a place of needing to make money. And because I needed to make money, it put so much pressure, right? And yet, so the question became, it was double-sided. How do I, one, make more money in my business? And how do I, at the same time, figure out how to bring down our lifestyle to be able to live within the means of my husband's salary while my business was growing? First things first, what I learned from that is that it was much more beneficial for me to focus first on figuring out how to live within the means of my husband's salary, because that gave us true stability. In your business, when you need to make money, it will lead you to do a certain number of things that I'm going to talk about in this video. And that is going to be problematic for your business. And it's very likely to actually impede upon your ability to make that money, which is completely contradictory. Once we started, as we started to figure out how do we change our lifestyle? How do we stop hemorrhaging money because we were? At the same time, another kind of pressure that I had on me was that because I was a victim of harassment and a victim of depression, I felt like I had to prove my worth. I felt like I had to make more money to actually prove what I was capable of doing. I had to prove that they were wrong for what they did to me. And that pressure was so huge. I don't know what was greater, the pressure to make more money so we had more money to live off of, the pressure from my husband to just go out and get a job and forget about building a business, or the pressure that was from me to prove to all of those people out there that they did something that was wrong and I was going to prove them that I was better than what they were saying, right? So for each of us, and I invite you to look for yourself, what pressure are you putting on yourself to make money? How is that pressure you proving to the outside world something about you? Because it's very different from the pressure that you feel that's just within you. When you know that you are worthy, when you know that you are capable, when you know that you are legitimate, you move forward in a very different energy, with a very different kind of pressure. It's not even pressure. It's just there's a gentleness in your moving forward. And so notice that. Notice the moments when you're in that gentleness, because you know that what you are doing is going to take you to where you want to go. It's just a question of when. Versus when you're actually doubting yourself and you have pressure because you're wanting to prove something to something outside of you. You're wanting to prove that you are capable of buying those things. You want to prove that you are worthy of that thing. You want to prove that you are capable, right? Another thing that I noticed for myself and the pressure that I put on myself is that pressure to make money also led me to sacrifice time with my kids. It led me to do that because I was so convinced that I had to make more money to prove that they were wrong. I had to prove to my husband that I did not need to get a job. I had to prove that in that energy, I thought that in order to get there, in order to make my business successful, I had to hustle. I had to work 24/7. I had to sacrifice time with my kids. It was unconsciously one of those things that I thought I had to do to be successful, Today I know that that's not true. And you may tell yourself that you know that that's not true. I think at that time I was telling myself that I knew it wasn't true, but my actions showed otherwise. So another invitation that I would have for you is, no matter what you're telling yourself and listening to this, be honest with yourself and look very closely at what your actions really are. Because your actions show so much more what your true beliefs are than what you tell yourself or what you're going to show to other people. The third thing that it led me to do, that pressure, was that it led me to implement strategies that were neither sustainable nor aligned actually with the life that I wanted. So I wanted in my business, for example, to be working very few hours. But I had created a business structure that was going to require for me to be working 60, 70 hours a week in my business. And yet I didn't realize it because I thought, well, I just have to get my business off the ground. And then once it's off the ground, then I'll be able to let up on it. But that's not how it works. And it's the pressure that will lead you to implement those kind of strategies that are completely against what you actually want and desire. So what I bring, and what I want to invite you to really look at, is that in your actions, the things you actually see yourself doing, where are you trying to prove that you are legitimate? Where are you trying to prove your worth? Where are you trying to prove that you are capable? Because those are all the places where in your business you're going to be putting pressure on yourself. And you're going to be carrying out actions that are not actually going to get you where you want to go in the way that you want to get there. And I have a question that I would invite you also to journal around. If you knew that you were legitimate, if you knew that you were worthy, if you knew that you were capable, what would you do right now? Would you be investing in that container? Would you be sacrificing time with your kids? Would you be working on your business right now, or would you be doing something else? What would you be doing that you're not doing right now? And one last word. In all of this, the antidote to the pressure is giving yourself time. The pressure is going to want to push you to go faster, harder, stronger, better, right? Just like in the song. Harder, faster, better, stronger. The key to getting to where you want to go, to getting to whatever revenues you want to have per month, to having the life that you desire, all the things, is slowing down. Because it is only when you slow down that you allow the pressure to release. And as it releases, you actually come to this place where you contact again that yes, you are legitimate, that yes, you are worthy, that yes, you are capable. And to move much more from that place than from a place of lacking, not being legitimate, not being worthy, not being capable. And in that way, you will take and be acting in a much more aligned way. And you will get to where you want to go. Not just getting there, but actually getting there in a way that feels good to you. And in a way that will be sustainable. If you notice that this is something that you have experienced, putting pressure on yourself. This is also something that's going to be impacting what you are charging in your business. The pricing that you are asking for your coaching container, your training, your product, whatever it is. It's going to lead you to doubt whether you are charging enough, whether you're charging too much. And so if you notice yourself doubting that, my invitation is to have you comment under this video, method. And when you comment method, I will send you a free training that will teach you my 2-minute method for you to never again question how much you should charge and to never again doubt what your pricing is, so that you can stand loud and proud and confident and never feel bad because someone tells you that your pricing is too expensive. Because you're going to know from the inside out that your pricing is undoubtedly more, like whatever you're offering, it is worth so much more than what you're actually asking for it. And so you will never again feel questioned. You'll never again feel like, oh, maybe I should bring my pricing down. I probably am too expensive. And feel shame and all those things around it. It's time for you to stand confident in your pricing. It's time for you to stand confident in your business. It's time for you to get to where you want to go, feeling good about it. That's what you're going to get with this free training. Comment method, and I'll send it right over to you.